Thanks for sticking with us. And one of my favorite things about fall in Texas, Friday night lights. And I'm sure our audience can relate. When we think of Friday night lights, we think of football. But next in hand, we think of our drill teams. In Texas, drill teams are a big deal. And we love to watch those girls do their high kick lines during halftime. And in Humble ISD, we are so fortunate, Guy, because we have one of the best drill teams in the state of Texas, the Kingwood High School Phillies. And today we have with us 3 members of the Phillies here to talk about not only football season, competition season, and all the great work they do out in the community. So with us today, we have Hannah Lam. Welcome, Hannah. And we have Amy Felder. Welcome, Amy. And we have Sydney Fletcher. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you. And you guys are all juniors, correct?
Yes.
Oh, so Phillies is old hat for you guys. Been doing it for 3 years. So Hannah, you're Colonel, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me what you love about being a part of the Phillies.
Phillies is just such an amazing organization, and we do a lot of bonding throughout the year, and so it's really cool to see our team really come together, and it's an amazing transformation from whenever we see tryouts and the talent and ability that we get in each year. And then at the end of the year, it's amazing because you wouldn't even think it was the same team. By the time we're done with nationals every year, it's just incredible to watch that transformation.
Well, now, how many members are on the Phillies?
We have 62 right now.
So that's a pretty good-sized team then.
Yep.
Very exciting.
And by the way, you all realize that you are in the presence of a former Philly.
Yes.
We're not going to say when. I think the outfits have changed a lot, ladies, and be grateful that perms have gone out the window. So that was the hot style back then.
No, it's not that long ago. Not that long ago. Just yesterday.
Just yesterday. I'm going to stick to that story, Guy.
Sydney, let me ask you, and so let me take you back. And if you could share with us kind of the experience of first making the squad, making the Phillies, and now here you are, literally a few weeks from officially becoming a senior.
Yes. Well, when I first made Phillies, I was so excited because it was something that I had been looking forward to my whole life, basically. And my older sister was a Philly, so I wanted to be just like her. And so now that I'm a senior, I'm just about to be a senior. I'm just trying to take it all in and just take in the memories and stuff.
That's awesome.
That is awesome, and obviously it's a family tradition in your household. So Amy, big difference between football season and competition season.
It is.
So can you tell me a little bit about the difference between the two?
Yes, so football season is crazy. I mean, we're so involved with the school. We're at every football game, and we're traveling with the football players and cheering them on, and we're dancing in the stands with the cheerleaders. We do dances with them, and then the band, we sit right next to the band during football season, so we get really close to them. And we're performing at every halftime show, which is great because all the parents get to see and all of our friends from the school get to see, which is awesome. And so it's really strict and disciplined and awesome. I love football season. It's so fun.
Me too.
It's so involved. I love it. And then competition season is a whole different world. It's more of the dance world, I guess. So instead of being super sharp drill team girls, we get to kind of be more artistic, and we get to do solos and ensembles and all different kinds of stuff, and we get to travel for competitions, and it's just a whole different world, but it's awesome too. So
Well, it involves a lot of time.
it does. I think Hannah was talking to us earlier. I think she has been counting all the hours of practice for the year.
Yes.
It's 290 hours of practice for the year so far.
That doesn't count officers, so that's a whole bunch more time we add on.
So that's just team.
Well, and you can tell how much work you guys put in.
I hope so.
You're phenomenal during halftime shows, and I've seen your spring shows and things that you've put on. You girls are really all fantastic.
Thank you.
You are. You really are. I have forever been a huge football fan, but you are much more interesting to watch than the football game.
Thank
You
you.
really are. And Hannah, if all those hours and dance isn't enough, Phillies is more than just performing.
Yes, it really is.
So what else do y'all get involved in?
We do a lot of community events and sometimes like volunteer work. This year and every year we've made it a tradition to hold our bike ride through the forest and the woods, and that's just like a practice that we hold for the MS 150. And it's really cool because we bring food and we bake muffins, and it's just kind of a nice tradition. And then we also hold every year our Philly Dance Clinic, which allows the elementary school all the way up to high school students to come and just spend a day learning a dance and really just having fun, but they get to perform at the end of the day. And it's really neat to see all the little ones learning, and you know, they think they're going to be Phillies.
Love to come and be a part and have the Phillies there and to learn from them. It's really a treat to get to watch you guys working with the little girls.
Well, and that's where you all ignite the dreams, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So for a lifetime, then I'm going to be a Philly.
Okay, Sydney, so now that you guys have wrapped up competition season, what's next for the Phillies?
Well, we just had our spring show, and then after that we start getting ready for officer camp and then start football season again.
Before we have to break, I'm really curious, and I know you've got plenty of time to decide, but you are going to be seniors in a blink. And so any thoughts about where you're headed after senior year, Amy?
I would love to go to A&M. That's kind of my dream. I know. I just went on a college visit a few weeks ago. So
Oh, good.
I know. So that's really what I'm looking forward to, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hannah, how about you?
Same thing, actually.
Really? Two
I do want to
Aggies.
go to
I love
A&M,
it.
yes.
I know. Oh, Sydney? No pressure.
Trifecta, Sydney. Come
I've never
on.
visited A&M, but I don't know where I want to go. I think I want to be on Palm Squad, though.
Oh,
good.
Good. Excellent.
That's
Wherever
great.
I go.
Well, it's a treat for me, obviously, as a former Philly, way back when. I love watching you guys. You guys do great work, and really, football season. I love football too, but it wouldn't be the same without our drill team. And you guys, phenomenal. You've earned lots of awards and lots of titles that are very well deserved. So we look forward to seeing the great things that your new upcoming squad, the new Phillies, do in the future, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys out on the field your senior year.
You bet. You bet.
Thank you.
And for our audience, thanks for sticking with us, and Guy and I will be right back.